YouTubers, Captain Kenny here. We're out on a job site, and what we've got going on here is we've got a short going to one of the pole lights. There's the pole light right there. It's got a box and it's fed with that piece of, I think it's metal flex. It's rubber coated, and I don't believe it's probably going 100% all the way to the other light, which is located all the way over there. You can just see the top of the globe. It's got a couple trees in the way, this concrete pad, and it also has an electrical transformer box right in those bushes. So what we're going to do is try and locate this short. I came up here last week while it was raining and checked it with my voltmeter, and it's actually got voltage coming through it, but it's only at about 40 volts. That's dropping to about 27 and then going back up to 40, 45. I checked it with the ground and checked it with the neutral, and the voltage was the same. So I'm thinking that it's probably a splice underground, and it's got a bad wire nut that's corroded. So I've got a 521 locator, which is what they call a valve locator in the sprinkler system genre of work. I bought it on eBay for 175 bucks about 12 years ago or so, and I use it to trace wires that are shorted. So let's give it a try and see if it'll work for this one. First thing we're going to do is we're going to disable this box here, and that way we won't have any type of feed coming through it if the power is inadvertently turned on. Let's see, that looks good enough. These wires look like they're not in the best of shape. We're just going to disconnect the neutral and the positive. Make sure no AC is connected. And when we put this together, we will put new wire nuts on it. Okay. That looks good enough. Now let's go back to the other box. So one thing I'm suspicious of is this concrete pad right here. It looks like it is fairly new, so that could be an issue right there.
Hello there.
How are you?
Are you changing the light fixture or something else?
No, I'm trying to find out why the light's not on. I'm trying to find out why this light is not on.
Oh, it hasn't been on for a long time.
Well, it's not the light bulb. It's not the fixture. How old is this concrete pad here next to this male?
It's probably like a couple of years.
Is that how long the light's been out?
I don't think so, but you know, there's been so many things happening that it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But it may be the fixture itself.
It's not the fixture. I was out here a few days ago and checked it. It has a short somewhere underground between here and there.
It's not the bulb?
No, it's not getting any power. It's not even getting any power down here. It's getting about 40 volts, which is not enough. So it's got a short somewhere.
You know what? We don't have many lights on this street.
Yeah.
So who are you with? What company?
I'm with my own company, North Dallas Home Trimmer. Excel sent me out here.
Okay, Excel hired you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you.
Hopefully I can track it down and find out where the short is. Okay, here's my 521 Locator. It's used. It's several years old. Here's the ground wire rod, which is it's like a file down screwdriver, but it's actually it's made for this. Stick it in the ground. What you do, someone didn't put this up very nicely. I'm gonna have to have words with him. Make sure this thing's turned off also. Put that ground right there. Here. And it's going to send a tone down the power wire. What we'll do is we'll connect it right to the power wire like that. Turn it on and it should start sending a signal down the line that will build up here through this headphone right here. And this plugs in to this right here. I'm going to get a different set of earphones. This thing sucks. I need to break down and just buy a new set. That headphone's got a short in them. Got a little static in this. Right underneath this daggum. Runs right through here. Put this over here. Huh. Kind of looks like it turns as soon as it comes out of this box. Okay. We're going to try it on the neutral. See what that does. Ugh, nothing's easy. It dissipates. Let's dig it up right here. Check it out. Look what we found right down here. There's a box. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Is it full of water? Okay. Huh. These should be stainless, but they ain't. Wonder how many years ago this was buried. Okay, what do we got here? Well, the wire wasn't even connected. Look at that. I think that's our short right there. Corroded, full of water. This is going to be an issue. We don't have a lot of wire coming up out of this. We are going to pull a new wire. I don't know why they use this crap. Looks like an extension cord someone used. I should be able to feed a wire down through there. What do y'all think? I think so. Let's just get rid of this wire. Looks like extension cord somebody used. little corrosion on it. Huh. Okay. I see no ground wire feeding this. Okay, just enough. New wire nut. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to hot wire this directly into the generator on the truck so we don't have to go all the way down the block to energize this. I have to guess which one goes where. I'm hoping this one goes to that light. Well, we might want to go energize that. That's what I'm thinking we ought to do. Because I don't know for sure the left or the right one is going that way or not. And I don't want to backfeed into the circuit. Up and go all the way out to their dust sensor, activate it, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, let's go energize it. Okay guys, it looks like we fixed it. With our little signal generator, the sound dissipated shortly after going in the ground. And from what I've experienced with other shorts underground over here, it is usually a variable cable that runs all the way up here, and apparently someone has worked on this before and put a plastic box down in the ground, and the plastic box has filled up with water and compromised the end of the wire where the wire nut was supposed to keep it semi-waterproof, which didn't. So that's where we got our short, inside the wire nut on the positive side. What I'm going to do is dry out that connection that's going down into the ground and see about squirting some urethane in there and try and get that box a little bit more weather tight, so this repair will last a little bit longer, or this repair will be permanent. Let's get this done. Okay, let's get some eyes on it. We are also going to seal up the conduit coming in here, because that could be where the moisture is actually coming from. I already had this, so we're going to use brown. Okay, I injected that into the hole on each one of them. Hopefully that protects it a little bit, and we'll seal this puppy back up. knocked over without compromising the gasket, which I hope it did. Looks like there's a gasket in each one of the holes, so looks good to me. Yeah, I never like to bury these boxes this deep. I wouldn't have done this type of repair. I would have cheated this box back towards the source and then brought that wire up to ground level so the top half of this box is exposed. That way, if there's an issue, whoever's working on it again knows that there's a box there. Okay, let's do a recap of what we did. We were sent out here to find out why the light was not lighting on one of the pole lights at this property. The pole light that was feeding it was getting 120 volts. When I tested this pole light, it was only getting 40 volts, but it was periodically dropping down to about 25 and then going back up to about 40. So that tells me the wire's not cut. It probably has a bad wire nut that has corroded. So we got the valve finder out there, or the 521 locator, and within a foot of the base of the light, the signal to the tone generator started to dissipate. So I checked around in the area and it just wasn't going any farther than a foot. So what I did was started digging right there in that location, and sure enough, there was a plastic box. It looked like a 8x8 Calrite, I think it's Calrite, box, buried approximately 7 inches under the ground. I like to bury those about a ½ inch above grade, so that way if something like this happens again, right away you have an access to it. You're just not blind working on it. But when we dug down, we found that box, opened it up, and sure enough, the hot side wire nut was toast. Actually, when I moved it around a little bit, the wire fell off. So that's kind of a dead giveaway. It's not properly connected together. So we cleaned it up as best we can. We ran a new wire up into the box that's on the side of the pole. Someone had put an extension cord wire, and the insulation on that wire was actually starting to crack off of it in the 2x4 box that's on the side of the pole light. So I needed to go ahead and pull a new wire there, put a new stranded 12 gauge wire in there, put underground wire nuts that have like a silicone inside them, and she's fixed up now and she's good to go. Right there, lights on. My customer will be happy. This is Captain Kenny. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and I hope you learned something. Thanks.